Hey, fourth graders, I need you to find your packet that has the NE in the corner because we're going to be talking about the Northeast region. We're not going to be doing every page. We're trying to get through all the regions and hopefully we'll make it. So I want you to find it and then I want you to circle. This is the Northeast region. And we're going to be talking about which states are in that region, okay, and learning a little bit about that, okay? But I'm putting this page up here so you can find it. Okay, if for some reason you lost your packet, then you would have to go to the fourth grade social studies PDFs, and I put a copy of this packet in there. So, but hopefully you still have your packet because that's easier. All right, and then meet me on page 2. All right, so we can see that the Northeast region, this is the part that we just circled right here. Look at all the states that are in the Northeast region. So we're going to do some reading about this region, and then you're going to, on page 3, answer some fun little puzzle questions, okay? So we've got the size up here, okay? And this is, they put that in square miles, and then they've got the population, 63 million. The number of states is 11. And then the major cities that are there. So the major cities are New York, Boston, Washington, D.C., and Philadelphia. So let's read a little bit. I'm going to zoom in. Okay, and I want you, if Mrs. Hagen highlights something, then I want you to highlight it as well. The Northeast is the smallest region of the United States. So of all the regions, okay, the Northeast is the smallest. Excuse me, my highlighter's going a little crazy. 6 states of the region are called New England, which is Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Vermont. Those are called New England states. The other states in the region are also known as the Mid-Atlantic states. The area is known for its history, cultural, and natural beauty. Despite its small size, because you can see of all the regions that we've studied that it's a smaller one, the region is densely populated, okay? It has a lot of people, and it is home to many big cities. The Northeast is the most economically developed and culturally diverse region. Most economically developed and also culturally diverse. So lots of different cultures live there, lots of different people. Around 85% of its population lives in urban areas. So cities, you see some skyscrapers down there below. Urban means you're in a city area. You're not out on a farm, okay? 85% of the people. That's a lot. They have a statue here. This is the George Washington statue, which is in Boston, Massachusetts. So if you went there, you could see that. And then they just have some cool facts down here. It says, did you know Washington, D.C. is a part of the Northeast region, but it is not a state, Washington, D.C. So if you look up there, it isn't labeled because it's not a state. All 11 states of the Northeast were part of the original British colonies before the U.S. gained its independence. New York City is the biggest city in the United States. So in all of the regions, New York City is the biggest. Its population exceeds that of most states. So when you get to page 3, you're going to be using the information that we just read about to fill in the answers. So let's go to page 3. All right, so you can see at the top, I'm going to cross out number 5. I'm actually going to, I want you to do number 1 and number 3. And I'm going to cross out 2, 4, and 5 for now. And then at the bottom, I want you to do all of those, okay? And so they're going to give you a clue, like for number 1, it says before the U.S. gained its independence, the northeastern states were part of, and then it has to fit into the blanks. So Mrs. Higgins is going to give you a couple of clues. Like for instance, the first letter here is a B, and the first letter here is a C. So they were part of, and then you're going to fill in the missing blanks. On number 2, it says a tiny state that borders. Borders means that it's next to. What tiny state is next to Connecticut and Massachusetts? So you need to go over to the map and see which state that is. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint that it starts with R. Okay. And they just talked about, in one of the cool facts that I just read, they said there's a city, but it's not part of a state. Okay, that started with a W. See if you can go back and find that one. Then the clue is the largest city. We just talked about that too, didn't we? Okay, so go back into those clues. And number 5 says a major city. We just talked about that one too. That's in Massachusetts. That starts with the letter B, giving you some clues here. Number 6 is the northernmost state of the Northeast. So you're going to go look at the region, and it's the northernmost state of the Northeast. And that one starts with M. So you're looking for a state that is in the Northeast. All right, and that should be good for today, guys. Great job.